Day is very, very close to here. It's two days away. What's up, fans? So this is our preview for the very first Dolphins 2018 game against the Tennessee Titans. I have the injury report, and then I'm going to talk about what the Dolphins need to do to win this game, and then I'll get to your question of the day. But first thing, before we get started, obviously this happened I think 2 days ago. MarQueis tears his Achilles in practice. It was a non-contact injury. It sucks royally. He was doing great. He fought to get that starting position, and we didn't have to bring in any more tight ends except for, you know, Gesicki. It really sucks. We went really well without some major injuries, and then of course this happens literally days before the kickoff game. So MarQueis is now put to the IR. That's really, it sucks. But so they re-signed, they bring back Gavin Escobar. I have to, you know, Gray goes to IR, so we have depth at tight end. Gesicki's going to start. We have Smythe, then we have Escobar, and we have Derby. So we'll be alright at tight end. It just really sucks because the dude fought his hardest to get back up there. But let's get into injury report. So the Dolphins, I have one player that's doubtful, and that's Devontae Parker with his broken finger. Other than that, it seems that everyone's going to play except for people that are already put on injury reserve, like Mike Hall, Gray, and I think Ted Larson. I think that's the other one that was put on IR. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Titans, on the other hand, I did not know this. The Titans have 4 starters not playing on Sunday. They have linebacker Rasheed Evans, he's out. Linebacker Harold Landry, he's out. Their starting right tackle Jack Conklin, he's out, and their safety Kendrick Lewis is out. The fact that their starting right tackle Jack Conklin's out might be a problem for them, especially with the pass rushers we have on the edge. So we'll see how, you know, if it's the right tackle, that's probably going to be Cameron Wake, because it's flipped. He's our left end. The right. Am I right? I don't know. They're gonna have to go up against Robert Quinn or Cameron Wake. Either way, that's no bueno for them. So we'll see how that pans out for them. So for us, Parker's not playing, and for them, Rasheed Evans, Harold Landry, Jack Conklin, and Hendrick Lewis are not playing. Now I'm going to get into what we need to do to win this game. Some of this stuff you're going to be like, no shit, this is what the Dolphins should do every game to win their game. But this is what the Dolphins need to do. First and foremost, they need to stop the run. They have to stop the run. Run leads to pass. If you stop the run and they just stick to passing, you can pin your ears back, you can rush after them, you can blitz them, you can get after the quarterback. Stop the run is numero uno for this Dolphins team. Stop the run on defense. Number 2, contain Marcus Mariota. Don't want to be in 3rd and 5 and him constantly scrambling for a first down, you know, because then that's just, it gets annoying. Either the corners are playing their hearts out, and the safeties are playing great, covering all these guys down the field, and then Mariota just runs. Like, this defensive line needs to contain him, keep him in the pocket, sack his ass. That's number 2. Number 3 is on offense, limit the turnovers. On defense, produce some turnovers, but on offense, limit the turnovers, limit the mistakes, limit the pre-snap penalties, keep it clean. If the Dolphins are, it's a 2nd and 5, don't have a false start to make it 2nd and 15. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 5 is beautiful. You can do whatever you want. You can do your screen passes. You can do your dumb passes. You can do your draw plays. Limit the mistakes, penalties, and turnovers. Limit them, and we have a great chance of winning this game. Convert on 3rd downs. This Dolphins team needs to convert on 3rd downs. Please convert on 3rd downs. Also, don't stop running the ball. If you run the ball and you're getting 8 to 9 yards a carry, keep running the ball, because it'll help. It'll help, especially Tannehill. It'll help the defense sitting on the sideline getting some air. Run the ball. Do what works. If you see that the runs are working, don't stop doing it because you're down by 2. Keep running the fucking ball, because then they have to assist for your run. Then you can start doing play actions. You can start rolling Tannehill out. You start throwing it over the top. Stick with the run. And then I guess my final thing, which the Dolphins Never really do, but you gotta contain the tight ends. We're facing Delanie Walker. He's no slouch when it comes to tight end. So you need to contain the tight ends. Whether it's put Mika Fitzpatrick on him, whether it's put Rashad Jones on him, whatever you have to do, you need to contain the tight ends. Because in all honesty, who do the Titans have at receiver that scare us? You know what I'm saying? It's their tight ends. They're going to run the ball, they're going to throw tight end passes, and they're going to have Mariota probably scramble a lot. That's probably how they'll try to beat us. And that's what we have to stop. So that's what I'm thinking, that the Dolphins do those things and they'll win. You guys love the video with my dad. Just so you know, he's going to be in the picks every Wednesday, and he's going to be in the reviews as much as he can. You gotta understand, he's a truck driver, so some days he has to be like at his job at 2 a.m. So he might not be able to record every single pick Wednesday and every single reaction after the game, but he will be in most of them. I know you guys enjoyed it because you guys all commented that you enjoyed the shit out of my dad's involvement in the videos. He will be in them. Trust me. If you notice, we both picked the Dolphins. I'm picking a Dolphins win with a score of, I'm going to say 20-17 Dolphins win. I'd like it to be a 2014, 21-14, 2010. I'd like to sit there in the fourth quarter and be like, ah, this is nice. I can watch them. Yep, they're taking their knee. This is nice. I'm enjoying this. But I don't know. I'm extremely nervous for this game. Just because the Titans are a physical team. Regardless if they have a new head coach and whatnot, they're still a physical team. But it still worries the shit out of me. Because it's the Dolphins. But hey, if we can get any win, I don't even give a shit if it's a 21-20 win. Any win, and I'll be pumped. I don't give a shit. But now, let's get to your comment/question of the day. And this one comes from Magic. He asks me, I don't know if it's been asked yet, but if Tannehill falls short by injury or just performance, do the Dolphins move on from Tannehill and draft a quarterback next year? I think regardless of what Tannehill does this year, I think that the Dolphins are going to draft a quarterback in the first round. The only way they're not drafting a quarterback in the first round in next year's draft, or in the first 2 rounds, I don't see them. All right, here, I'll break it down. Ryan Tannehill lights it up. We get the wild card, right? We get in there. He actually wins a playoff game. Then I could see the Dolphins being like, all right, well, we got him for next year. We'll see if it's, it's a one-hit wonder or whatnot. But I still think they'll draft a quarterback. They'll sit where they're at, which will probably be in the 20s, being that they made the wild card. They'll sit where they're at, see what quarterbacks come, take one late like a Lamar Jackson, or take one early in the second. Do that. If Tannehill sucks, throws interceptions, gets injured, we suck, we're 5-11, we didn't do shit, then we're in the top 10, and I could see them maybe negotiating, depending on the quarterback that comes out and depending on the skill set of the quarterback that comes out, I can see them negotiating, maybe moving up to get quarterbacks, or be more aggressive at the quarterback. So if that answers your question, essentially if he balls out, I still think they'll draft a quarterback, but they won't be aggressive with it. They'll wait and see what falls to them, and if he sucks and they suck, then I think it will be a more aggressive quarterback thing. Also, you don't know what happens in free agency. Maybe he's a young, quick quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, because they didn't sign him to an extension, so maybe Teddy Bridgewater. But that is the video. Give it a thumbs up because football's here. Sunday, we get to watch the Dolphins play the Titans. Praying for a win. I know a lot of trolls that like to comment on my videos hope that the Titans win, but whatever, it's a long season. Even if the Dolphins lose, if the Dolphins lose on Sunday, am I going to say the season sucks, we're going to suck, we're going 0-16? No, I'm not one of those fans that jump off the bridge when one loss happens, because half of the league is going to lose on Sunday. Half of the league. Look at the Falcons on Thursday. They sucked. So I'm not worried about it. But just hit that thumbs up because football's back. We watched the Thursday night game where the Eagles won against the Falcons. Hit that subscribe button. We got a ton of stuff prepared for you guys. Like I said, my dad was in Wednesday's video. My dad's going to be in Sunday's video. And my dad's going to be in next Wednesday's video when we pick next week's game. I'm picking every week's game. I'm also going to pick every playoff game, regardless if the Dolphins are in it. I'm also going to pick the Super Bowl with my dad in all of it. My dad's going to be incorporated in the channel. So hit that subscribe button just for that. Follow me on Twitter. I got a bunch of you guys following me on Twitter. I tweet out a bunch of things. You guys are direct messaging me, asking me questions and stuff. Don't forget to ask me questions below and on Twitter. You know, I love to answer your questions, and I love to incorporate your questions in Question of the Day. I might even do a video where I answer all your questions like I did a while ago. So don't hesitate to ask me questions or comment. I love your guys' comments. Follow my second channel on the Bit Boys. We just started playing the new God of War. It's not new, it came out a couple months ago, but we just started playing that. And today I got the new Spider-Man, so that will be out next week. So go over and check out the Bit Boys, subscribe there. But other than that, I will see you guys on Sunday, hopefully with a win. Hopefully me and my dad are happy, chatting with you guys, talking about how great they did. And yeah, let's go Fins. Let's get this W. 1-0 on the season, and like usual, Fins up. Each game of the week, I'm gonna give you the over/under, who's getting what, who's giving what, who's taking what, and we're gonna pick the game. So we're gonna do Dolphins last, and then we'll get to your question/comment of the day, and then you get to hear his insight. He's the reason I'm a Dolphins fan. If you don't know from the 1,000 subscriber video, it's because this man. He's not from Michigan.